Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I'm your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. Now today, the personal grooming element of my mission to help you on your journey to Chap Nirvana really comes to the fore, because I'm talking about maintaining one's hair when you are losing hair, such as I am. Right? I'm certainly bald and proud, doesn't bother me at all, but keeping the hair looking nice and tight and reasonable has become something of a mission, because I don't want to go to the barber and spend 15 to 20 pounds once a month, or however often you would likely go, just to have my head shaved by somebody else when I could do it myself. Now, I stopped visiting the barber probably about 5 years ago when my hair loss became really quite apparent. I was probably in my very early 40s at the time. It was more than 5 years ago, a good while ago. And at that point, I started using home head shaving apparatus. And the first thing I used was this Babyliss head shaver. Now, as you can see, it's a sort of rotary design head shaver. And it worked fairly well. What it is good is keeping existing hair low, all right? It's not very good at actually shaving really close to the scalp. It was very inexpensive. I used it for a number of years and it kept my hair under control at a very modest price. So I got to a point where it stopped working very well. It was rechargeable, it wasn't holding a charge, and I wanted to move on for something different. And I think I have found something of a silver bullet for men such as us, who may be suffering from, a shortage of hair, but you don't necessarily want to shave your head to the bone using a razor. For me, that takes a little bit too much time, too much sort of dedication and focus. Typically, I know people tend to do it in the shower, but for me, I prefer just having a little bit of hair, kind of the Jason Statham look, if you will. So, what have I gone for? I will show you, and I will show you the sort of magic bullet, which I think I've arrived at a very reasonable price. First comment, not sponsored material. This is a product which I bought with my own money, which I am just sharing with you because it has worked so very well. And as you can see, it is the Remington, what are they calling it? Quick Cut Pro. Now, they do a non-pro version, but I think the Quick Cut Pro, which just offers an additional speed, is worth the effort. And I paid for this, let me tell you, 53 British pounds on Amazon UK. So I think it was a very good purchase. Let me tell you what you get inside the box, because you get quite a comprehensive head shaving sort of pile of equipment, which should cover you whether you like your hair long, short, shaved very close to the skin. First of all, I'll show you what you get. What is the equipment all about? It is this little fellow here. That is the Quick Cut Pro. As you can see, fits in the palm of the hand. Very ergonomically designed. It's got these sort of diamond area, which is of high grip sort of vinyl, which means easy to get a grip of, feels very good in the hand, very safe to hold. I'll talk you through that in a moment, but also inside the box you get this, which is a really comprehensive set of combs which you can fix to the Quick Cut Pro machine itself, which allows you to actually cut your hair at varying different levels. And I think it goes, I'm trying to work out what is the difference in cutting, from 1.5 millimeters, which is what I actually use, right up to 12 millimeters. So in fact, this is 25 millimeters, this fellow here. So really quite broad range of adjustments available to you. So you can have your hair length at whatever distance you would like. You also get all the usual things like little cleanup kits and what have you. Bit of oil to lubricate the cutting edge. But the key thing is this fellow here. Now, this is a rechargeable hair trimmer. It's 70 hours of use on one full charge, and it has a 5-minute quick charge capacity as well, so if you need to zap it up because it's run down, works quite nicely very quickly. As you can see, let me show you the cutting edge there. The cutting edge is curved, all right? So it's very ergonomically designed for the shape of your head. And I have found it, I mean, I've only used it a few times, I've only recently purchased it, but I'm so enthused by its operation. That's why I'm sharing this review with you. That cutting edge means it's very easy to fit to your head. Simple adjustment, you just plug the thing in, you get a flashing blue light when it's charging, steady blue light when it has fully charged. So it's easy to keep a grip of when you're charging it on the mains. Button at the back, just 3 settings. Off, as it is now. Standard setting. Turbo setting. Simple as that. So no complications, nothing really to go wrong. That is kind of it. It is a very, it's washable as well, so you can, you can plunge it into the water. The actual blade area comes off for ease of cleaning. You can get the little brush in there, keeps all the hair out, all under control very nicely. The cutting unit itself, quite simple, straightforward, slots easily in, which I will try and do. There you go, easily in, no problem at all. And the combs, and I'm going to use a 1.5mm comb today, just fit simply on the top. There you go, job done. We are ready to cut hair. So there we go, getting the comb on there can be a little bit fiddly, but once you get it on there, it's on there, there's no problem at all. So, quite simply, I'm now going to cut my hair with this. One of the beauties of using a hair trimmer is, you can do it anywhere, anytime. I'm out here in the woods with this rechargeable trimmer, and I can still look pretty damn sharp even though I don't have access to hot running water. So I'm just going to cut my hair. I have a mirror here, so I'm going to just look in front of me here, and I will show you how easy it is and how quick it can be achieved to trim your hair. I've got 2 weeks of growth here, which is quite long for me actually. I've got 2 weeks of growth on the head, and the last time I cut my hair was using this. I'm going to turn it on the Pro setting, and I'm just going to get rid of the hair. So essentially, folks, that's it. The head is cut, what was that, a minute or so, using the Pro setting, and it's done. I mean, I'm going to spend a little bit more time tidying it up in a moment. I'm not going to, bore you by watching that, but it's easily done. With the various different combs on there, you can, cut your hair with confidence, knowing that you're not going to cut yourself and you're getting rid of only the amount of hair that you want. Now, I've gone quite low there, 1.5mm, but for me, that's a nice compromise. I don't like cutting totally against the skin because it's just that little bit too harsh for me, and a little bit too much effort. So for me, I really do like that one. The other thing, this can be used on facial hair, so if you've got a beard or something like that, I think you'll agree, it was so easy using that turbo setting. The hair just flies off. And that really wide cutting edge, which is shaped to fit the skull, really means it's effortless. So much better than this Babyliss model, which is twice the weight and took twice as long to get not quite anywhere near the same result. So for me, this Remington Quick Cut Pro has revolutionized the way that I cut my hair. It's going to make it so much easier for me to maintain a steady, short hair look that I want in the summer months. And for only, what, £53 from Amazon, I think it's a winner-winner. Now, obviously there are a few little pros and cons. The pro for me is the ergonomic design, the fact that it fits easily in the hand, it's light, it can easily be used anywhere because it's rechargeable, you can travel with it if you're going away for a couple of weeks. The negativity to using a clipper is obviously you don't get quite the same level of cut. I mean, I appreciate I've put a comb on this one, so I've got a 1.5mm of hair there left against the scalp. But if you wanted to go right down to the bone, you could take the guard off and it'll take it right next to the skin. So whatever works for you. But it's never going to cut as close as a razor blade. But I think the advantage to that is you're unlikely ever to cut the scalp or get nicks or, you know, razor bumps which are prone to come through using a razor blade opposed to a clipper like this. So for me, really good result, this little fella. It's revolutionised the way I look after my head, and you know, it keeps me looking nice, tight and clean feeling. And yeah, I can only endorse it for that price point. You've only got to not go to the barbers 3 times and you've made your money back. So, you know, there's little gamble involved. So there we go. As I say, not sponsored, just me using a product which I've come across which really has done wonders for me with my current state of hair. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like this, click subscribe. Drop me a comment, drop me an email. Don't forget, you can support the channel by buying me a coffee or even become a patron. I'm benefiting from the additional video content I make each and every week, and you'll find the links to all of that in the show notes below. So until the next time, from my slick haircut, I will see you again very soon.